Good morning. What's good? What's good? What's good? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. You get my water, get set for a good boxing conversation. Slide up. We got 20 people in the house. 20 people in the house. Please hit the like button. I'm not on Twitter today. I'm making my live streams only on YouTube, on this channel. Hit the like button as y'all come on in to the dough. All things, Ray Patterson, what's going on? Nuke the Duke, good to see you this morning. Channel 68 TV, good morning, good morning, good morning. Mr. Mileage, Thriller. Let me get, man, shout out Thriller, True to Life. Control LaGrew, what's going on, man? Coach Chris in the building, what's up? Shout out to you, bro. Shout outs to Turkey. Great fights this past weekend. A great, yeah. I can't lie. Hey, the turkey did his job, bro. This turkey did his job. He acted like he had some sense. It looked like a fantastic weekend for everybody involved, except for Tio and Bill Haney. Yeah. It wasn't bad, man. Wasn't bad at all, man. Good card. I'm glad I paid for the card. Very good event, Coach Chris. I do agree. I must say I agree. What's going on, Love and Loyalty Incorporated? How you feeling, brother? Knight Rider in the building. What's up, Knight Rider? David Howard, good morning. On the money line, good morning. Good morning. Man, I'll wait for a little while for y'all to come on in, man. Come on in. Come on. Shakur, Stevenson, and Andre Ward lying on the Gervonta Davis fight. Zufta game plan is working is the title of this live stream. And I have to say, Shakur and Andre, you're doing a great impersonation of Terrence Crawford by acting like you don't care about the Gervonta Davis fight. I ain't trying to hear that. I've been around this block too many times. I know exactly what's going on here. Shakur's doing a Terrence Crawford and thinking, hey, man, if I get more fights, I can earn money while we wait. I ain't chasing him. In order to get the fight, I'm going to make him give me 50%. We know what you're doing, okay? So y'all lying. You can say what you want when people ask you questions and all of that. But y'all know where the money is, okay? You ain't got to lie, Craig. You ain't got to lie. You know damn well where the money is, okay? Let's not act. Yeah, exactly. You're doing, I don't need him now. I ain't trying to hear that shit. Yes, you do need him. That's your number one competition. You can't say you don't need your number one competition. Sorry, this shit don't work. The Chicago Bears don't get to say, oh, we don't need the Green Bay Packers. The fuck you do. You need the Green Bay Packers. Okay? Sorry. It doesn't have to work. It doesn't work like that. All right? Doesn't work like that. Y'all don't get just because you want to get. I know your negotiations. Good job starting that negotiation. But we're going to tell you right now, bro, hell no. You got to get that fight. You got to get that fight. Don't even act like you don't want that fight. Get on out of here. If he's at 135, cool. If he goes up to 154, does some shit like that, going up to 154, then we can have a different conversation. But as long as he's putting weight rehydration clauses on Conor Ben, and he says he's going to 135, bro, get on up out of here, dog. You waiting for little Tank. Little Tank is the man, bro. Y'all can't act like that man ain't the man. Y'all know damn well y'all got to answer questions about Tank. The simple fact that y'all answering questions about Tank tell you the deal. You already know the deal because whenever you walk out there, you're going to get asked a question about Tank. You know, I don't care about none of that other posturing shit y'all doing. You know what I'm talking about? We don't care about, because they're doing a PR campaign. They're doing a PR campaign which will get these guys in situation of trying to make all the money in the fight. I don't care about none of that shit you talking about, Remy Jahi. No, the fight's going to happen. I don't give a shit about staying out of trouble, man. You take that bullshit somewhere else, man. Okay? We're talking about boxing here today. I don't care about what you think about that man's personal life. That man, it got out on an $800 bond. And he can get his ass in that ring. I ain't trying to hear that shit. Whole bunch of boxers got criminal, whole bunch of people do it. Bro, I'm not, let me tell it. Yeah, exactly. Let me tell it. It's my live stream. Of course, I'm supposed to tell it. Who the fuck you guys think this is, cornball? You know damn well who sells the bro, fuck you, nigga. Go away, bro. Fuck you, little pests. Dude, go away, you little fucking pest. Go away, pest. Bug off, pest. Like I said, I don't go the fuck away, pest. You know, nigga, you're a fucking pest, bro. Go the fuck away, man. Go away, you little pest. Like I fucking said, bro. Like I said, you're not going to act like Gervonta Davis doesn't exist so he can go fight Rayo Valenzuela. Okay? Fuck up out of here, bro. Ain't nobody trying to listen to your PR campaigns and none of your bot and bullshit, dog. Okay? You're not going to pretend like you don't need the fight while you know damn well everybody in boxing wants to fight. Get the fuck out of here. You're not just going to act like, no, this fight isn't a fight that we need. Get the fuck out of here. That's the exact fight you need. Don't tell me nothing about y'all trying to make big fights if you guys coming up with cockamamie excuses to try to block Shakur Stevenson and Gervonta Davis. I ain't trying to hear it, dog. That's some make-believe. Only either you're a hater of Gervonta Davis and you want the dude to fall, or you're in Shakur Stevenson's camp and you want more for the money. Because there's no way Shakur's team is afraid to fight Gervonta. Shakur's team is that good. Shakur's that good. He's not going to be afraid to fight Gervonta. Gervonta's that good. He's not going to be afraid to fight Shakur. So that's not the fighters. Anybody saying that they don't think that that's the biggest fight that could be made in American boxing, you're just not telling the truth. It is. It's a huge fight. It's huge because Gervonta Davis is a big-ass name, and Shakur Stevenson, if we do it, if they do it and get it right, it could easily be big. It could be bigger than Terrence Crawford versus Errol Spence. That's a bigger fight than that. And I don't want to hear shit about how big Canelo Alvarez fight was because they bought everything in that shit. Jermel Fanon, in your opinion, how does Tank get past Shakur's jab? Dog, Gervonta Davis is not somebody that has to fight on the front foot all the time. Gervonta Davis can block the jab, parry the jab. If they're also, let me tell you, it's a closed stance. So Shakur, it's a southpaw and southpaw. He can evade it with head movement, or he can just jab with him. Because guess what? Gervonta Davis has an excellent jab himself. What is Shakur Stevenson going to do about Gervonta Davis's jab to the body and Gervonta Davis's head movement? We'll see what happens in the fight, bro. Right now, dog, I want to see Gervonta get a fight and get back in and get in the ring with these people. Man, that shit is no way. Okay? Are y'all going to sit up here and act like y'all don't want to see that fight? You know what I mean? What's up, Lee Evans? I'll tell you, Tank is going to get by it or he isn't going to get by it. I just want to see the fight, man. And I'm tired of the PR campaigns. To the contrary. Gervonta Davis is extremely, extremely skilled. And he's fought Shakur Stevenson before. Gervonta Davis is not Teofimo Lopez. Gervonta Davis is not Teofimo Lopez. His corner he does not have the same corner as Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo Lopez was as bad as Shakur Stevenson was good, hopping his happy ass right into jabs. Gervonta Davis is not going to be jumping into jabs. Okay? And Shakur Stevenson has got some shit really, really coming back at his ass. All right? Really, really coming back at some shit. So I want to see it, bro. They both got jab because it's a southpaw and a southpaw matchup. And they don't switch. It's southpaw, southpaw. We want to talk. You guys want to talk about the big fights. Then I hear y'all doing this shit. Nah, I ain't trying to hear that, dog. That's salesmanship on the part of Andre Ward. That's salesmanship on the part of Shakur Stevenson. And I'm just not trying to hear that. I'm not trying to hear it. I do agree that there's some conversations that are unimportant. Love and Loyalty said Tio was jumping into jabs all night long. Yeah, all night. Yeah, he's not Tio's Gervonta. That's not Gervonta. That's what's Gervonta going to do to get around that. Dog, Gervonta is not him. Okay, let's tell you something right now. Teofimo Lopez is not Gervonta Davis. He's not on the same level, not on the same skill level. No fucking way, bro. No way. No way. Not nearly as good a fighter. Despite the rankings that people have on on ESPN and all of that. But it was a great card. Contrell said, facts, Shakur and Ben ain't going to sell like Tank and Shakur. Well, it's not going to make money like Tank and Shakur. But if Shakur wants to go, first of all, let's talk about Shakur fighting Conor Ben. Shakur Stevenson is not going to fight Conor Ben. Shakur Stevenson is not going to fight Conor Ben. He's not going to do it. Because Shakur Stevenson is not stupid. These guys are very calculated in their moves. Shakur Stevenson is calculated in his moves because Andre Ward is very calculated in his moves. Andre Ward is a very smart guy. Andre Ward has been around the sport for a long time. He was originally Shakur Stevenson's manager, I do believe, before James Prince, and he handed it to James Prince, or he was his promoter and he handed it to Top Rank. I can't remember. Conor not going to accept that rehydration. Well, then he's not going to get the fight because Gervonta Davis, because Shakur's not stupid. Shakur's not going to fight that guy like that, coming in the ring at 175 pounds and all of that. No, and nor should he. Shakur said he's going to go down to 135 pounds. I want to see Shakur at 100. Now, look, we can also talk about what Shakur Stevenson will do if you don't have before you have a Gervonta fight. I don't say that Shakur needs to fight Gervonta next. Let me be really clear. I'm not saying that Shakur needs to fight Gervonta Davis next. Like, I'm not doing this act. I'm not doing the act these other guys are doing where I'm saying somebody can't fight somebody else. Don't get me wrong. What up, 2 Cent? Imagine if Mikey Garcia told Errol he had to take a rehydration clause. Yeah, no, that's not going to happen. But your boy ain't he's not a champion, is he? But anyway, he said he'd do it with a rehydration clause because he ain't stupid. He ain't taking a fight. Let's put it that way. Me and 2 Cent and I can agree that Shakur Stevens is not taking that fight, bro. Man, exactly. If he's in 135, O'Shaquie Foster would be a great next fight for Shakur. I just rewatched O'Shaquie Foster versus Steve Fulton Jr. I fell asleep on that fight when it was on the card, but I went back and watched it last night. Man, O'Shaquie Foster can cause some problems for Shakur Stevenson. O'Shaquie can cause some problems for Shakur Stevenson. I like that fight. I like that fight a lot. But Ben said that Shakur is too small. He is too small. Man, Conor Ben is a weirdo, bro. Hey, speaking of somebody that can be a weirdo, Conor Ben is a weirdo. Wow. What to watch how he behaved with Rolly Romero. Man, bro, you're a weird ass dude, bro. Like Conor Ben, you need to calm your weird ass down, bro. You need to stay up off that cocaine. You need to stop. He looked like he doing that booger sugar, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Conor Ben got that look like he was on that booger sugar, bro. He looked like he's doing a Kell Brook, bro. I ain't gonna lie, dog. When you start seeing niggas dye their hair all the way blonde and start grabbing niggas like bro, that's that blow, okay, bro, that's that blow. He had that blow. Somebody call Snack. Nick, call Vada right now on that nigga. You know what I mean? He had something. He doing something with that blonde hair. Yeah, he's doing something. All right, he's doing something called. This is what he's doing with that damn blonde hair. That blonde hair is damn near a giveaway to that niggas on that shit, bro. Who the hell, nigga? You gotta be high to dye your hair blonde, bro. What are you doing, man? Bro, what is that, man? and the way he was grabbing Rolly Romero, I was like, man, if you do not get your weird ass off Rolly. Rolly was like, man, Rolly trying to be a Christian, man. You know what I'm saying? Rolly out here be the Ring Magazine Source Awards. Exactly, bro. He must have been hanging with Bill. Something, man. He had that good stuff. You know what I mean? He had that. I don't phony kick it. I would have stayed home. Raleigh was the only. No, he was not the only PBC guy there. Rolly was not the only PBC guy there. That's not true. I saw other PBC guys there. Basically, it was a British hangout, bro. They just flew in a bunch of British dudes. Is who were the people that was there? Yeah, Charlo was there. Yeah, Charlo was there. Charlo was there. If you didn't notice, the PBC been fighting on ring cards, bro. Man, the Ring stepped up their game. I can't lie, dog. Ring has stepped up their game. Fonz B says Shakur got skills, but not $70 worth. Yeah, hey, I'm tripping. Yeah, Frank Martin was there too. Nah, bro. Sure, man. There you go, Jeffrey Brooks. Frank and Keyshawn would be good. I don't know how good Frank is for Keyshawn, though. How good Keyshawn is for Frank. Man, that'd be a good fight, man. Yeah, I just hope they don't have this wall up, bro. I hope they don't have this wall up, you know? But I ain't trying to hear that shit, man. Lehi Evans said, I'm upset that Keyshawn, with all the skills and talk, don't want to fight at 140 after knocking out dude. If he goes to 140 and fights Devin Haney, I'm in favor of it. If he goes right to 147 and he feels comfortable fighting at 147, I'm in favor of it. Turkey looked like he about to go bird watching. Hey man, serious man, congratulations to Turkey. That was a good show. Good. Hey, I'm telling you, man, these guys are doing some shit, bro. They're doing some shit, man. I actually hate that I missed that Zufta card. And I ain't got to pay for the fucking Zufta cards. And they putting out cards like Walmart, dog. They putting out, it don't take them 9 months to put out a card. What's going on, Jeffrey Brooks? How can I help you, sir?
What's going on? You running all right?
Hey, man, I can't complain. How about you?
Been all right, man. Making this good American money, man. Living American dream, I guess.
Yeah, I feel you, man.
Yeah, hey, man. I got one thing to say about this, man. T.O., man, Lopez, why? My whole thing, dude, why would he let Bud Crawford talk to his father that way? That's my whole thing. It was sudden happened when Bud Crawford got in his father's face, and then he started disrespecting his whole family, like fuck F your sister, your brother, and everything else. I don't know what it was about, but man, come on, man, you can't let nobody. I mean, your father, your family, man. I'm just saying, if that was me, man, it would have been 2 fights in that ring. You know what I'm saying? I just don't know how he let him disrespect his father like that. I don't know what was said. His father probably said something out the way, I'm quite sure, to make Bud get out of the seat and get in his face like that. But man, come on, man. You gotta respect your elders at the end of the day, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Bud respect his elders.
Yeah. Seriously.
Hey man, look, bro. I don't know what was said between them. I know that Teofimo Lopez said a lot of stupid shit. I know that Teofimo Lopez Sr. says a bunch of dumb shit. So yeah. whatever had Terrence Crawford talk like that to them, it is what it is. It is what it is. I could definitely see somebody doing that to them dudes because they always talking sideways. And so, hey man, you got your liquor beat your ass mighty bad. You know what I mean? So liquor. You got your ass whooped. Y'all wanted to play all that racial shit, man. You got your ass whooped.
Yeah.
And I do believe that's the first black dude. That's the second loss, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So and a black dude beat your ass. beat your ass.
That's
And I'm very, very happy that he beat his ass. And I ain't even, Bud, I got Bud, whatever, on that particular thing. The best I can do for Bud on that is say no comment as to that particular thing and know that dude's family probably did some shit that deserved them saying, especially if all of them were saying that shit, which probably was happening. They was probably all talking that shit. But
yeah, I mean, I like I say, he probably did cross. They probably did cross the line. I'm quite sure because they have made some little racial slurs before in the past, and I mean, like I say that. I mean, I like his style as a fighter. You know what I'm saying? Lopez. It just, like I say, I think when it comes to family, I mean, man, I mean, if you gonna say some racial stuff, then stand on it. You know what I'm saying?
In the ring. He don't want to get beat up again. He just got beat up in the ring. He don't want to get beat up again. Plus, Terrence Crawford didn't put his hands on anybody. He just yelled something at him.
He did.
It's not like it's not like he's Team Haney or anything, and out there acting like complete. Like out there, that's all Bud does is jump up in somebody's face. It's not like he's actually starting fights. So it is what it is. He's getting up in people's faces. It's not like he got kicked out of Madison Square Garden and couldn't call the fight because his crew got kicked out like Devin and them.
Yeah. I think he did it also to test Tio too. On top of it, it was what I'm saying. I think
you talking about what he did beforehand?
No.
Or you talking about after? He didn't test him. He's just being a prick. Terrence is a prick. Terrence is a prick. He's being a prick. I don't want to call him a prick because I appreciate him being a prick. Seriously, he was a prick to two people this weekend, and I was like, yeah, I get it. You know what I mean? 2 times he did it. So I was like, and both times he did it to people where I'm like, I get it. like I get it. There was one guy that was basically chasing him and trying to put him in a situation where this nigga was going to become content on this dude's channel. And Terrence ran away from the dude and refused to stand next to him and talk to him because he didn't want to be content on this guy's channel. And I could respect that. That's why I don't run around asking for interviews for fighters or try to cause any shit to get on camera with them. So I thought Terrence avoided that shit very well. And, I understand. I felt what he was saying. I actually was like, damn, I'm feeling what Terrence Crawford's talking about. And then with Teofimo, I mean, I wouldn't have said it, but I'm not about to judge that man for that because I know Teofimo Lopez and Teofimo Lopez's father are both fucking pricks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I mean, what am I supposed to do, man? Like, seriously, I cuss out pricks every day. You know what I mean? I can't be too much of a hypocrite on that because if somebody gets up here being a prick, I'm going to talk bad about you too. So I don't want to be a hypocrite. I can feel him. I understand.
Yeah. He didn't do, like you say, he didn't put his hands on him at the end of the day. But I'm looking at it. I guess I'm looking at it as from my family. If it's my family and whatever, and wrong or right. I mean, you in my father's face. No, hey, you got to. I got my butt whooped already. You gonna have to be the second person. I'm just.
Let me tell you what that is, though. Let me tell you for real what that is, though. If it was somebody else, well, they're in the middle of a ring doing that shit. They're in the middle of the ring doing that. He ain't doing nothing to Bud after that ass whooping. That man was barely running around. After that ass whooping, running around, throwing punches for 45 minutes. Man, 2 Cents said Bud act like a teenager. Yeah, Bud does act like a very aggressive teenager. He does. For sure. He does when it comes to jumping in people's faces. Because, dog, seriously, Bud, you too old for that shit. Sit your ass down, stop jumping in people's faces.
And I wouldn't give a damn if he was a heavyweight, truthfully.
You jump in people's faces that you think you can jump in their face.
Yeah.
That's whose face people jump in. Faces they think they can jump in. He ain't jumping in Shaq's face. You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
He ain't jumping in John Jones' face.
Right. That's what I'm really kind of. You kind of hit it on a nail right there. I mean, he was I believe he was being selective with that. So, yeah, man, I ain't want nothing, man. That's all I wanted to say. And hop off, man.
I appreciate talking to you, brother.
Yeah, most definitely. Be safe.
All right, now get
all
back.
Right. Yep.
Yes, sir. Dr. Pepper said, "You too old to be still hating on Bud." Fuck Bud. Fuck Bud. I said he too old to be jumping in people's faces. Fuck Bud. I don't have to like Bud. Fuck you and fuck Bud. What? Fuck you, fuck Bud. I don't have to like Bud. What? I don't have to like Bud, bro. Bud is a great fighter. I give Bud every bit of credit that Bud deserves. I'm not hating on Bud. Bud is somebody said that Bud acts like a teenager. He does. What the fuck you doing? Wider ads and live fucking videos. Why are you here, bro? Get out, nigga. Trey W, get out of here, man. There's lies because of cheap fucks like you. Put some money in the super chat, and I won't put ads in live videos. You know what I mean? Like, seriously, I mean, Bud is a good man. Bud is a good dude to people he's good to. Bud is a good dude to people that Bud is good to. Andre Ward is good to people, the good people that he's good to. You know, people are good to the people that they're good to. I don't care that he got up, that he said that shit about T.O. I don't care. I don't care. I'm not criticizing. And by the way, I'm not even hating on Bud. Fuck Bud. What did he do? Said some crazy shit to me, man. He said some crazy shit to me, bro. That's what he did. He said some crazy shit to me. Yeah, Foster, yeah, I would love it. Buzz said I just told. Anyway, man, I think I already kicked you out. Did I kick you out yet? Somebody else kicked your ass out. That's why you already gone. Somebody threw you out. I wouldn't mind talking to you for a second, bro. I wouldn't have minded. You don't got to kick people out. I don't mind having conversations with y'all, man, if y'all don't like what I got to say. I'm not going to throw you out, man. Just say what you got to say. As long as you're an honest person and you're really trying to talk about it, I don't mind. That's what I have a live stream for, you know? Imagine worrying about ads on another man's channel. Crazy, people crazy. I mean, it is what it is. I got ads on my live stream because it costs money to do this. What do you want me to do? I'm honest, bro. I don't have Turkey al-Sheikh out here faking. I'm not faking, bro. I'm not like y'all clowns, you know? But again, I'm going to be very positive, and I'm not even going to explain to you why I think you guys are clowns. But other than to say, I think you guys are clowns, and I think you guys are make believe. You're not real. You know what I mean? Everybody knows that bot farms. And you got all kind of very intelligent bots. You know what I mean? You got all kind of people that come around trying to start beef. Intelligent. Get out of here, man. You're a bot. Beat it. The question is why you don't have premium if you don't like ads. Fuck out of here. Yeah, pretty much, bro. Because you're trying to freeload. And I don't mind freeload if you want to freeload, but shut the fuck up about the freeload. You know what I mean? My channel's monetized, dog. My channel's monetized. And I get enough people to watch my live stream with ads that it's worth having the ads. That's why. Because people are willing to watch ads and to talk to me at the same time. If Tank not fucking with Calvin Ford, I don't know, Martin. Tank does fuck with Calvin Ford. Anyway, Tank does fuck with Calvin Ford. He absolutely positively does. You know what I mean? But I don't know. Maybe I'll turn the ads off, man. So I can make no money on a live stream, make it cost money. And I don't really make that much money on the ads, just so you know. Maybe $20. You know what I'm saying? Maybe $20 from the ad. Love and Loyalty said, I'm the premium type, so I never know you had ads. Yeah, I got ads on my shit, bro. Mm-hmm. Yes, I do, man. Anyway, let's get back to the fact that I don't believe Andre Ward. Somebody tag Andre Ward and bug Andre Ward for me. I don't believe Andre Ward when he said we're not waiting on him. Yeah, don't wait on him. Go do something else. However, understand, bro, that you need to fight. I don't even care if Shakur loses. That fight needs to take place, man. What birds? So everyone said, make your money, Martin. Thank you. I appreciate you, bro. Dexter Fuqua said, I'm from Baltimore, Coach Calvin and Tank family for real. Yeah. Oh, those guys, he didn't put them aside. You're listening to Bill Haney. Can y'all put a 1 in the chat? If you can guess the highlight of this weekend for me. Tank versus Moratala next. Why would they? I mean, look, why would he fight Moratala next? If you want to see Tank beat up Raymond Moratala, fine. If you want to see him beat up Raymond Moratala, okay, no problem. Man, come on, man. Please get out of here, dog. Seriously, bro. No, I don't even, I mean, you know, I won't even say it. I just get you put out of here. Why these people saying Tank and Coach Calvin not cool? Because it suits their narrative. They're negative people. They're generally negative Nancys. They're what you call negative Nancys. That's why. They harp on all the negativity. I am going to, now we got 348 people in the building. What was the highlight of my weekend? I'm being a hater. Leha Evans. I'm being a hater, bro. I'm going to give you a hint. No, it's me being a hater. It's me being a true hater. Me showing just the hater I got inside me because this guy is such a prick. This guy is such a prick that I have to admit I don't like him. Okay? Y'all got to guess it, man. Come on, man. Guess the highlight, dog. And I'm being a complete and utter hater, bro. All those content creators that made up shit about Tank has lost all credibility. Oh, yeah, they do. Dexter Fuqua hits the head. Hell yeah. Bill Haney getting stomped. Bill Haney getting stomped by his own crew. Bill Haney getting stomped by his own crew. Highlight of the man. Let me tell you, sometimes, bro, I be thinking something's bad news, and then you think about it for a while, and you're like, damn, this is good news. I'm going to tell you what some good news is. Zufta boxing is some good news, bro. I ain't going to bullshit with you, dog. I'm about to start watching this Zufta shit. I'm about to start fucking with this Zufta shit. I ain't even going to lie, bro. You know why? Because they're going to put on 9,000 fights, bro. DHP mask slipped off. They exposed now. Oh, yeah, they are. Yeah, they are. Little bullies. A crew of fucking bullies talking about who they going to jump in fights. A bunch of little criminals, dog. Bill with the one shoe on, dog, got his shoe whooped off his ass. It's just like pro box. Yeah, dog. Except for they got better fighters, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. I haven't been watching Showbox. I can't fuck with you. Oh, it's on camera. Yeah, it's on camera, bro. Bill Coward's son ran out the back door. Got out of there, bro. Dog, let me tell you something, bro. Them boys couldn't even come to the fight. Traveled all the way there to get on the camera, to steal shine from Teofimo Lopez and Shakur, to call out the winner. Rocco McBride says Zufta has some good scraps. Yeah, my man got knocked out, bro. Oh, hell yeah, 50-2. Bill 50-2 now. He went from undefeated to undefeated. Ooh, yeah, he did. Respect to Tiger. Hell yeah, Tiger Johnson got my respect, bro. That dude wasn't taking it. He said, man, I ain't no sucker. And hey, man, let me tell you something. That's why you shouldn't be fucking around with them young boys. You'll get your ass. I ain't gonna lie, dog. Them young boys will whoop your ass, bro. Especially if they're fighters. Them young boys will whoop your ass, dog. You know what I mean? They got a lot of virility, Bill. You better get the fuck away from that dude, man. That dude, that young man will beat your ass because you ain't got no muscle, bro. Bill, you ain't got no muscle, Bill. Where was your muscle, Bill? Where was all them big ass, tough ass niggas from boxing YouTube, nigga? Them 500-pound niggas was supposed to have your back, bro. Where were all them niggas at, man? Where were all the YouTube niggas at, dog? Where was all the YouTube niggas talking about? Where were they at, dog? Where were all the interviewers at to come to your defense, bro? That's crazy. What part of the attack was not assault? None of it. It was all assault. And I'm going to even tell you, Tiger Johnson threw some, what did he, I forgot what he did. Somebody might have grabbed him or something. Like, nah, I just watch it so much for being undefeated in the street. He 50-1 in these streets. He 50-1 in these streets. Bro, hey, man, Phoenix, thank you for supporting this channel, bro. I remember hearing Bill lie like a rug. He was definitely doing that way. Them New Yorkers had them Timbs all over his ass. Man, Tiger said Tiger was chilling. They did a Chicago gin on Bill's head. Rocco, yeah, they did. Hey, dog, you're not supposed to stomp out. You're not supposed to stomp out the boss, bro. That shows you they didn't have no respect for that dude. He was holding him down while that guy was getting stomped. He was holding the dude down while he was getting stomped, bro. That is assault, bro. Bill Haney is going to be facing criminal charges. Bill Haney should be, I got to do a video on this. Bill Haney facing criminal charges. Kicked off. Bill Haney, he said he the worker. He ain't no boss, bro. Let me tell you something. Certain, man, y'all wild with it, bro. Y'all wild with it. Mike's over there. Dog. Hey, dog. Seriously, man. I think that shit with the dude on the ground and you're holding him on the ground while he's getting kicked. Yeah, dog. That's assault, man. That's assault and battery, bro. Dog, I think you should be looking at some. Man, is he looking at charges? Are they looking at? I know Devin ain't looking at no charges. I ain't looking at no charges. Boss wouldn't even be in no situation like that. Hell nah, dog. Young boy told me I'd be in the same situation if they caught me out somewhere. No, I wouldn't. You know why? Because I ain't gonna be around I ain't gonna be out there screaming. First of all, if you Negroes is hustling and scrapping, and I don't know y'all just gonna be hustling and scrapping. If somebody wants, I'll slap the shit out you. Yeah, ha. Dog, the dude, let me tell you something, bro. The little sucker boxer jumped him. The dude that's going to be on the card jumped him from the side. When this dude that couldn't even fight was going to get his ass whooped by Tiger Johnson. Yeah, they started, hey, Fresh Bacon, they say started off that year in a bad way. Yeah, they did. Hell yeah, Devin ain't responsible for that, though. You know that. Devin said, not me. Woo, Devin hit man, did Devin hit it break out or did Devin break out, bro? Know what I mean? Did Devin break out or did Devin break out? They got somebody on a picture. That nigga was low when he was running too. Danny said them Grady twins will be the upcoming buy. That's what's up. I'm hoping for the Grady twins. That'll be dope. Young boys that you've been seeing since they were little kids, the Grady twins. Yeah, it'd be dope when they do their thing, man. Dope when they do their thing. Man, let me tell you about Shakur for a second, though, dog. Shakur can fight his ass off, and I don't know if Gervonta Davis can beat him. I ain't gonna lie, dog. I ain't gonna lie. I want to see Shakur Stevenson fight Lamont Roach. That's what I want to see. I want to see Shakur fight. Man, Lamont, why did you have to get a draw out of Pitbull, bro? Why didn't you beat Pitbull Lamont Roach? God, dog, you just talking. No, I'm not for real. I ain't lying. He said, you just talking. What am I just talking about, Contrell LeGroux? Nah, seriously, who do I want to see Shakur fight? I do want to see him whoop Devin Haney. I can't lie. I would love to see Shakur Stevenson whoop Devin Haney. Oh, my God, that would make my day. But, you know, he's trying to give Devin Haney to Keyshawn. What's up, Glenn Campbell? He said, Fanon, what's up, Fanon? Keep doing the great work you're doing. I was not a Shakur fan until he beat the brakes off T.O. It's going to be hard for Tank to beat him. Yeah, it's going to be tough. That's going to be that's a tough nut to crack. You know what I'm saying? That's a tough nut to crack. I got a new joke. You don't believe, Wilbur Rice said, you don't believe Kirk can beat Tank? I don't know if Shakur can beat Tank. I don't know if Shakur can beat Tank. I don't know. I don't know if Tank can beat Shakur. That's why I want to see the fight, man. I don't know. I got to study that, dog. I got to study that. Because I'm going to tell you right now, Shakur Stevenson got to worry about some shit coming back. You know what I'm saying? There's a huge difference between Teofimo Lopez and all. He's not going to be that shit, that bumping forward shit. Dog, get your ass clocked. Get your shit clean. You know what I mean? Like, ain't no joke. He can get his clock clean because that's some shit coming at his ass. That's not Teofimo Lopez. That's legitimately some shit coming at him. That nigga cannot take that nigga gets quick, gets cute, and gets countered and gets slept. Pulling back an inch, you better not misjudge, bro. Dog, man, dude, man, get out of here, man. I mean, seriously, bro. I don't even know why you delete comment, bro. I'm just gonna delete your comment, bro, because you're ignorant. When have you seen Gervonta Davis look like he couldn't figure something out? Gervonta Davis had his fight with Lamont Roach. There was a draw. Shakur Stevenson had that shitty ass fight with Edwin De Los Santos, where he looked like a coward. Okay? So Shakur had a bad performance. Gervonta had a bad performance. It happens. So anyway, I'm trying to tell you what I don't want to do. I ain't acting like I know Shakur's going to get knocked out because I don't know that. And I'm damn sure know that Lomachenko didn't want that smoke from Gervonta and ducked Gervonta. Yeah, he did. Mm-hmm. No, he did not lose to Lamont Roach. I thought he beat Lamont Roach in my book. I'm sorry. I thought that Gervonta Davis beat Lamont Roach. No, I don't think he lost. I think Gervonta Davis beat Lamont Roach, and I think he was fucked over with a draw. That's what I think. I think two judges gave a round to Lamont Roach because Gervonta Davis got hit in the eye with something. That's what I think. Yeah, Teofimo Lopez has no fundamentals. No, I mean, I'm telling you, I fucks with Shakur heavy. I think Shakur Stevenson's a great fighter. I do. I think he's a great fighter. Gervonta Davis is a special fighter. That dude is not going to walk in there and get his ass whooped like Shakur beat that. Dude, Shakur didn't beat fucking William Zepeda like that. Not trying to hear it. He had a win against William Zepeda. A good, clear win against William Zepeda. I would love to see Tank versus Gary Antoine Russell, but that would be nice. But Shakur is a 140 champion. I would love to see Gervonta against any of these guys. I love all these fights, to be honest with you. I just don't want – I'm just telling you right now. Do not believe the bullshit that Andre Ward and Shakur Stevenson are selling. They need Gervonta Davis to make a humongous fight. I don't want to hear that shit, man. And I don't even care if that's a fight you need to have, bro. Those are the two of the best American fighters. They're the two of the best fighters in those weight classes. They're the two of the biggest names in that weight class. Make the fight. You know what I mean? Who's next for Tio? A therapist, bro. A therapist. I got a good therapist if he wants me to give it. Hey, Tio, I got a really great therapist I can tell you about if you need one. Because you definitely going to need one. Okay? Get rid of your daddy. The next person he needs to talk to is somebody to get a new trainer. You know what I mean? He need to get a new trainer. He need to get a new focus. And just understand that there ain't no way he was going to beat Shakur Stevenson, so don't take it too tough. You know what I mean? Yeah, Gary and Shakur. I would love to see Gary and Shakur. You know what I mean? Gervonta, I know Gervonta needs to handle that shit with Lamont Roach, or he needs to take a tune-up. Get his focus on saying, no, man, I'm going to take a tune-up. Take a tune-up, man. But you guys shit on Gervonta Davis so bad. It's like, oh, it's hard to see Gervonta even winning a fight against anybody. Way you guys mentally, yeah, exactly. Tio got daddy issues. He got bad daddy. I had daddy issues. I got daddy issues. That nigga got daddy issues. Men got daddy issues, bro. That shit sucks, bro. Favors, you bumped your head, son. Hey, Phoenix support in the chat said, the ring just clowned Shakur. They put a highlight video ringside of Shakur's masterpiece, and it highlights of Timu hitting him clean. Oh, Lord. Well, they got to do something. Teofimo Lopez might have figured something out with them body attacks. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But it was a beautiful fight, man. Oh, man, thank y'all so much for the support. Give me 1 second. Make sure I did something. Hold on 1 second. I'm sorry. Tank and Muratalla is a high-profile tune-up. Wayman Muratalla is not a tune-up. Willie Scott. Raymond Muratalla is not a tune-up. That is not a tune-up. It is not a tune-up. That is a very, very tough fight for anybody, Raymond Muratalla. That is not a tune-up. Raymond Muratalla is more than likely going to get his get circles boxed around him and knock the fuck out. But that's not a tune-up. Joshua Riley says, you are right, Fanon. T.O. did get to the body, never capitalized. Shake my head. Tank body work. Definitely different. Yeah, but I just would love to see it. I want to see it, and I want to hear this dumb shit. I just don't want to hear the ploy, bro. I don't want to hear the ploy. I don't want to see the ploy. I don't want you playing this nonsense, okay? Don't do that shit where you act like you don't need somebody. When they try to get the fight done, you want to get 90% of the money. You're gonna want people to flip the coin on who comes last and all that horse shit, man. You're gonna over fucking negotiate yourself. Fuck out of here. I'm not trying to hear that shit, man. If that's the case, Martin, Shakur and Tio was most definitely a high-profile tune-up. Because everybody named Mama knew that Shakur was going to whoop his ass. Pretty much. That's what I think. Hey, man, thank you so much, man. My guy. In that super chat with the $5 holler, personalized note. Hold on, let me see this. I'm Martin. I'm back, Martin. Guess I'll show Shakur some respect. Thank you, Marcus Bridges. Yeah, you got to show that man some respect, bro. That man can fight his ass off. Shakur's the truth, Ruth. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to mislead you. I ain't like these other clowns. I ain't going to mislead you. I ain't going to mislead you. I will not mislead you. Tank is a duck. Yeah, I get it. I get it. Yeah, Tank is a duck. Thank you for your input. Thank you for your input. Thank you very much for your input. Tank a duck. I have never seen Tank duck anybody. Never seen it. He fought all his mandatories. You know what I mean? It is what it is. He fought very tough fights. He fought Mario Barrios. You know the Mario Barrios everybody wants to fight at 147? You know Mario Barrios. Let me see something, man. Hold on 1 second, man. You know the Mario Barrios that got robbed against Keith Thurman? Oh, man, thank you, Marcus Bridges. Cash App again, bro. Thank you, bro. My guy said, hold on 1 second. He said, with that being said, Tank and 8. Yes, sir, brother. Tank and 8, bro. Tank and 8. Yes, sir. Hey, man, can you do me a favor, bro? Can you stick to saying things like this? If you wouldn't mind. I'm going to try something different Because honestly, man, I think I want to become a journalist when I grow up. I think I want to get put on Zufta and have Zufta telecast my live streams. So I want to be a lot more professional, and I would appreciate it if you guys could help me out, because I know full well that you really just want, for somebody to give you guys, your fighters, an ear, but you're kind of ignorant and you really don't know how to go about that. So just do me a favor. I'm not going to try to throw you out, and you know what I mean? Kerr, of course, has no killer. Yeah. Stick to things like that, please. Okay, that type of repetitive shit, you can stick to that. You'd make an amazing journalist, Mr. Martin. No funny shit. I appreciate that, bro, but it requires a degree of professionalism that I don't want to use. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be that professional about shit. I don't want to be that professional. Hey, my guy Bird 101 in the super chat said Tank is gonna be ready. He got something to prove. Yeah, he does. Gets his focus back. Man, that boy can fight his ass off, bro. You know what I mean? Thank you so much, Bird 101 with the $5. Holla. Man, Tank can fight his ass off. Shock on Twitter calling out Roach. Let's get it. Let's get it. What's going on? What's going on, brother? How you feeling, man? Yeah, dog. Seriously, man, I want to be a journalist. I'm going to be a journalist. I'm going to behave like a journalist. I'm not going to talk bad about, yes, I'm not a journalist. Fuck that. I'm not doing it. I already decided I don't want to do that. That lasted long enough because I'm like, man, I'm 57 years old and I ain't trying to run around nowhere and go talk to all these people and fake like I like people that I don't like. Man, you know what I mean? What's going on? T.O.'s feet were not moving. Oh, they were moving right into punches, bro. T.O.'s feet were moving right into everywhere Shakur Stevenson knew he was going. Man, Shakur knew exactly where he was going. He had his rhythm down. He had his timing down. He was catching with teeny weeny little short shots he ran into. Just them little deadly little just a man little mid-range shots. You know what I mean? It was terrific, man. It was terrific. Cardiac said Tank is boxing. He made $40 million in his last fight. Shakur made $10 million in the fight with T.O. He didn't make no damn $10 million in that damn fight. If he did make $10 million, that's crazy as hell. I don't believe that. I'm sure he made good money. That money, probably not. Probably not. But he made good money, and I don't think Gervonta made $40 million in his last fight. His last fight was made with a Lamont Roach. I'm sure he made good money, though. You know, I'm sure they made very, very good money. Tank needs somebody to calm him down outside the ring and focus on fighting. I'm a Tank fan, and I don't think none of the guys out now can beat him, but he has to get his head right. Yeah, that's fair enough. You know what I mean? That's fair enough. Oh, yeah, they do. Oh, man. Oh, Shockey? Yeah, let's Gervonta fight Shockey. You know Gervonta can Gervonta can fight Shushu. I'm sorry. Gervonta should fight Shushu at 130. Gervonta should go down to 130 and fight Shushu Carrington. They're the same damn age. Might as well fight Shushu. Shushu was on top of age. Nuke the Duke said Shushu had a beautiful knockout. Oh, man. He had a beautiful fight, man. I'm watching all the Shushu fights now. I'm watching all the Shakur's fights. I'm watching all the Shushu fights. And I'm watching all the Keyshawn's fights, man. I ain't lying, dog. I think you're just talking out the side of your ass. So what? Shakur's been calling Tank out. Who you gonna fight, Tank? Pitbull, or Shakur or Roach? Bro, what are you talking about? He fought Pitbull because Pitbull was a replacement. That's when he fought Pitbull. He fought Lamont Roach at 135 pounds, bro. And Shakur Stevenson fought somebody else around the same time. Shakur Stevenson never said that he was going to fight. He wanted to fight him next. You're just out here lying. He said the fight is going to eventually happen. He was on my channel. I talked to Shakur Stevenson personally. They knew that that fight wasn't going to happen last year. They knew it wasn't going to happen in 2025. They knew that these guys had different fights and different things to handle because Gervonta Davis had a fight set up where he was going to fight Jake Paul. He knew that he was going to fight Jake Paul before he fought Lamont Roach. He already had 2 fights set up. Shakur had fights set up, man. So, I mean, like, you know, can you not spread misinformation, please? You can click the link, though, if you like. I'd be very interested to hear from you. I'd be very interested to hear from you. Your live stream sucks, by the way. Can I tell you that? Hey, man, I'm going to start. Hey, man, thank you, Bird 101, by the way. Thank you so much, bro, for that $5 holler, brother. No joke. Thank you. Now, it'd be a great fight, though. Obviously, I favor Tank, but I think that'd be a great fight. I would love to see it. That would be a very, very difficult fight that'd be a very, very difficult fight for Shushu Carrington. But I would love to see the fight because Shushu's going to come to fight. You know what I mean? He's definitely going to come to fight. Jamel said Muratalla is going up to 140. That makes sense. He looked huge at 135. I'm telling you, man, dog, your live stream sucks, bro. I listen to you, nigga. You suck, bro. Hey, look, man, you know how I be supporting live streams with people that are entertaining and knowledgeable? Bro, I was listening to y'all clowns live stream yesterday with y'all talking to each other. Y'all suck, bro. I mean, for real, you're not exciting. You're not fun at all because y'all got to, like, hate on each other. It's like y'all a bunch of little niggas, bunch of you niggas trying to hate on each other, but you like each other. So it really doesn't work. You know what I mean? Your little orchestrated dance, that shit sucked. I just want to let you know. I was listening to y'all. I don't see people giving Shaq the same praise they gave Shakur right now. Well, you know what? They had a similar dominating performance. They had a similar performance in their last fight, O'Shaquie Foster and Shakur. It's just that Shakur was on a lot bigger stage than O'Shaquie was on. O'Shaquie was on the undercard to Pitbull Cruz and Lamont Roach. So, of course, people are not going to see that the same way as they see a fight that's headlined by Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez. So, Shakur Stevenson, of course, is going to get more credit for the performance he put on against Teofimo Lopez. You know what I mean? And also, Shakur Stevenson's got a marketing campaign around him right now. And I don't mind it. I'm a supporter of Shakur Stevenson, and he's got a marketing campaign around him. Marcus Bridges says, you're right, but Shaq is one of them too. Yeah, he is. O'Shaquie Foster is like that, bro. No doubt. He needs Shakur. If he goes down to 135, I want to see that fight. You know? I ain't gonna lie, dog. I want to see Shakur Stevenson fight Gary Russell Jr. at 135. I don't think Shakur Stevenson's a better fighter than Gary Russell Jr. is. I think they're about the same level fighter, except for Shakur has a better group of people around him as far as getting his name out, developing him, and getting him the fights. You know, because it was unfortunate. Gary Russell Jr. is a super fighter. And, dog, if he fought somebody like Teofimo Lopez, he'd do that to Teofimo Lopez, too. Provided, he does the size and all this stuff is the right way. Isn't an issue because, Gary's small. Is small. Yeah, Gary more deadly. Gary will fuck around and hurt you. Shakur. No, he's not. Shakur Stevenson is better than Gary Russell Jr. No, he is not. No, he is not. No, he's not. Gary Russell Jr. got every fucking thing, bro. Who lost to Gary Russell Jr. didn't lose to Rayo? Who you talking about? Who lost to Rayo? Pitbull lost to Rayo. Gary didn't lose to Rayo. You talking about Gary Russell Jr. beat the shit out of Rayo. Anyway, whatever. Why would Shaq get the same praise pulling Cool Boy up in weight? Shakur is the one who went up and won. Yeah, I mean, I don't think he would. Yeah, a lot of these guys are tweaking. Gary Russell Jr. versus Shushu, yeah, at 126, I'd love that too. Yeah, that's a really good matchup, man. For sure. For sure that is. For sure it is. Oh my God, bro. Come on, man. What kind of joke are you, man? Okay, whatever. Sure. What are you talking about? Gervonta Davis was, man, you just make shit up, bro. Jim, you guys just make shit up, man. I got to throw you out. All right, you got to, oh my God, I'm trying, bro. All right, so I'm trying with you guys, man. I'm trying with you bots. Tank waited for Haney to leave 135 and Tio to move up to 135. That's not true. They were all champions in the same division at the same time. And the other guys, Tio got beat and moved up. Devin ducked Shakur Stevenson and moved up. What are you talking about? Gervonta Davis has been in 135 for like 5 years, man. Gervonta is scared. Gervonta Davis is scared of Shushu Carrington. Shushu Carrington is at 126, you fucking buffoon. Anyway, all right, yeah, you get out of here. I'm sorry. Yeah, I can't do it with you. I tried. I really did. I tried, bro. I tried. Yeah, you want me to be emotional. I'm not emotional, bro. I mean, I'm emotional because you're fucking stupid, bro. You know what I mean? You're fucking stupid. So, yeah, it's frustrating to listen to talk to stupid people who say stupid things, man. It is a weakness of mine, man. Like, you guys just say stupid things that you know full well, Glenn. Like, you want to know what weight Gary Antoine is at 140. I mean, it's a weakness of mine. You say stupid things, like, and I have to react like, damn, dog, I'm trying to talk to you. I'm trying to have a reasonable conversation, and you just want to say stupid shit. It's very frustrating. You know what I mean? No, you're saying stupid shit. That's not an opinion. If you say something stupid like Gervonta Davis is scared of Shushu Carrington, that's just stupid shit. Gervonta Davis is not scared of Shushu Carrington. Shushu Carrington is 126 pounder. Gervonta Davis is at 135. Shushu Carrington just won his first championship fight, bro. Gervonta Davis probably isn't even thinking about him. No, that is stupid shit that you're saying. You're just putting two names together and saying something. That's like saying, oh, Terrence Crawford is scared of, Alexander Usyk is scared of Gervonta Davis. That's stupid. You know what I'm saying? That's like saying Gervonta Davis is scared of Gennady Golovkin. Dog, that's stupid. He's not scared of Gennady Golovkin. The two are just not going to fight. You know what I mean? Dog, get the fuck out of here. It's like saying Muhammad Ali didn't fight Terrence Crawford. That's why, he was ducking Terrence Crawford. Muhammad Ali ducked Terrence Crawford. You just put two names together and say something stupid. What do you want me to do? He says Shushu fight before last. He was in camp with Tank. He Tank little nigga. Hey, man, I don't care if he's Shushu and Tank are friends or not. Them niggas can fight, bro. I don't want to hear none of that shit about people being friends, man. Dude, you're subscribed to the channel, Anthony Maynard. You've listened, bro. You've literally used that name before, bro. You're subscribed to the channel, Anthony Maynard. Bill Haney's a bum, bro. Get out of here, man. Dog, I love y'all, man. Y'all just so thank you for your review, man. Thank you for your review. Do I think Shakur will go to 147, or do you see him who do you see him boxing 147? The answer is no, I don't see him going to 147 because he's not 147 already. No, I don't see Shakur at 147 because he's not from 147, bro. He's a 135-pound fighter that said he's going back down to 135 pounds. So if he keeps his word and he goes back down to 170. Sunchild said, Kerr is a former unified two-time lineal four-division world champion. Where is Shakur on your pound-for-pound list? I got him at number 4. None of that has anything to do, Sunchild, with where I got him on pound for pound. But I don't know. I'd probably get him number 3 or 4. Number 3 or 4. Three or 4. I don't know. 3. Probably 3. No, he could be 2. Let me see. I don't know, 2. Maybe 2 behind Tank. Number 2 behind Gervonta. Maybe number 2 behind Gervonta. 2. I'd take him at number 2 behind Gervonta. I got Gervonta Davis over him pound for pound. I got Gervonta Davis over him. Because Gervonta Davis is a smaller guy and beat guys, behind Tank. Yep. I had Tank at number 2. I don't have Usyk because Usyk is a heavyweight. If I wanted Usyk, I could put Usyk at number 1 or I could put Usyk at number 2. But no, I've got Gervonta. I got behind Tank. Yeah. Absolutely. Gervonta Davis is a 126 pounder, blown up 126 pound fighter. Yes, he is. What the fuck are you talking about? He's on. You just asked me what I have him. You asked me where I have him. Fuck out of here. I don't give a. I mean, dog, I don't care how. What do you mean he fought this? He fought last year. Gervonta Davis is not inactive. He just fought. He fought and got a draw last year. And I don't give a fuck what you say. He is pound for pound. Here's the debate me. Debate me. Debate me. There's a link right there. Debate me about Gervonta Davis not being pound for pound. Gervonta Davis has beaten 2 of the world champions that rest at 147. What do you mean? Gervonta Davis right now has a win against the WBA, knocked out the WBA welterweight champion, and he knocked out the WBA welterweight champion. Bro, shut the fuck up or click the link. You're not calling me shit. The nigga fought a month ago, bro. Any dumb shit is getting timeout. I'll put you on timeout because I don't mind talking to you today. You're fucking crazy. He knocked out 2 of the guys that are now championships. He knocked out Rolly Romero and he knocked out Mario Barrios. And Mario Barrios and him are world champions. They're world champions. He got a draw. I think he beat Lamont Roach. I don't give a fuck. I'm not discounting shit. I'm not discounting anything. He beat Lamont Roach. What do you want? Who do you want? Shakur Stevenson looked like dog shit against Edwin De Los Santos. I'm not holding that shit against Shakur. Anyway, you can say what I want. That nigga's small as fuck. He's a 126 pounder. That is the best guy at 135 pounds. Yeah, you guys are fucking crybabies. Click the link. Fuck out of here, J-Dub. Garbage ass. Click the link. Debate me. You guys just want to sit back there and talk shit. Gervonta Davis is pound for pound one of the best fighters in the world easily. The fuck are you talking about? The man is undefeated. The man has 1 draw. So what? He's got a draw. There's a bunch of pound for pound guys that had draws. Shit. Floyd Mayweather Jr. lost. Canelo Alvarez was pound for pound and he lost. Fuck out of here. I got a great argument for Gervonta Davis being pound for pound. Number 1, he's a 126 pound fighter. He's smaller than Shakur Stevenson. And he won a title at the same division Shakur won a title at. The only difference is Gervonta Davis didn't get a title shot at 126. They weren't going to give Gervonta Davis didn't get a title shot at 126. If he would have got a title shot against one of them bums at 126, he would have beat them at 126. And he beat guys, a multiple division champion at 130. He's a longtime reigning fighter at 135. He's got wins. He's got wins over. Get the fuck out of here, man. You're going. You're a fucking bum, you bums. Hold on a second, King of Hating. You guys are fucking bums. You guys are bums, man. Learn the fucking sport, you fucking bot. Learn the fucking sport. Get your head up out of the ass of these people, you boxing bums. You guys are bums, bro. You guys are not boxing fans. You guys are bums. Like, seriously, man. Look at what you're talking about. This is a guy that is a three-division world champion. A three-division world champion. Three-division world champion. He's an undefeated fighter with like 28 knockouts against guys that after he beat them moved on to become world champions. He knocked out Pedraza. Pedraza became a world champion at a higher weight class. He knocked out Rolly Romero. Rolly Romero became a world champion in another weight class. He beat Mario Barrios. Mario Barrios became a world champion in another weight class. He knocked out Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia beat the shit out of Devin Haney, and he very well may become a world champion at welterweight. You guys are just talking that dumb shit that you tell people that you talk because you guys are media bots, bro. What do you mean they're world fucking champions, you idiot? What do you mean they're not skillful, you clown? They're world champions, you idiot. Anyway, like, man, you guys are clowns, man. You guys are just clowns. Not to be taken seriously at all when you talk boxing, bro. Fuck out of here, you bums. Like, you guys are bums, man. All you do is get paid to talk stupid shit. Look at the resume that I just laid out, bro. You can't say that shit. Rolly's a world championship champion, you fucking bum. Go on timeout for longer, bro. Hey, man, we're going to put you on timeout for a day. Get the fuck out of here. Rolly's a world champion that beat Ryan Garcia. How are you trash when he beat Ryan Garcia? He's got quality wins on his resume, bro. He beat Ryan Garcia. Devin Haney got a no contest after he got his ass whooped by the same guy. Fuck that nigga too, and you. What up, King of Hating?
Hey, what up?
Ass nigga. Get your little midget ass from around me, bro. You ain't a dud. Get the fuck out of here, you midget.
You know what else is funny? Hey, Rolly Romero beat Teofimo too.
What do you say?
Hey, Rolly would beat Teofimo too.
Whole bunch of people. It's gonna matter what you see with him. What's on your mind, though, bro?
I'm about to say, the way that this whole boxing thing is turning out right now, it's been interesting. It's been interesting. Like you, my favorite part about this weekend was what happened to Bill Heyman. Like that. Like apart from that, the only other exciting thing was
hold on one second. Bro, I tried to talk to y'all, man, and y'all don't want to talk real boxing, bro. Dog, I'm gonna use you for content. I want to make something clear. I use you for content because when you sound stupid, I get to actually show people how stupid you are. So if you think that because I'm yelling that I don't know what I'm doing, no, you're stupid because that's good quality content. I wanted to respond to you so that I could show people how dumb you are. You, whether you show your face or don't show your face, doesn't matter. They know that you're stupid. And it's good content for me to do it. And I don't mind doing it. So I'm going to use you for content 3 or 4 times. Then I'm going to dump you. Because I really do understand that Gervonta Davis is a top pound for pound fighter. By any definition, he's a pound for pound top fighter. Everybody knows it. The man has been in multiple championship fights, multiple big stage fights, and delivered on multiple big stage fights, beat multiple world champions, he's beaten 7 or 8 current or former world champions. He's one champion. He's only a 130-pounder who fought all the way against guys and gave up massive size disadvantages. If you look at Mario Barrios, I see you, man. I'm going to get that cash at Marcus Bridges. If you look at Mario Barrios and you look at how big he is, you see that pound for pound, that's something Gervonta had to overcome. He fought a guy that's 6 feet tall. Gervonta Davis is 5'4". Mario Barrios is much bigger. That's what pound for pound means. That's a bigger guy, isn't it? Isn't it? Rolly Romero won a championship in 147. Isn't that a bigger guy? Isn't it? And he was a quality guy because he won a world championship. Pitbull Cruz won another world championship at another higher level. You guys are not serious boxing fans. What you guys are PR agents for the other side. You're PR agents for the other side. The only reason Gervonta Davis is not on a pound for pound list is because he's not promoted by Eddie Hearn. That's the answer to why he's not on those guys' pound for pound lists. That's why. That's why Ring Magazine doesn't have him as a top fighter. Not because he's not deserving of it, but because he does not work for a promoter that they're in bed with. That period. You don't have David Benavidez at the top of the pound for pound list either. There's a lot of Errol Spence Jr. was somewhere around 4 or 5 after he got 3 belts. And they could get rid of him as fast as they could get rid of him. Gervonta's not going to make it because they don't want him on there. But who cares? But you guys are just bots. 3 fight B. My opinion is you can fuck off. That's my personal opinion. Is my personal opinion. I'm not going to sit here and judge Gervonta Davis under some type of framework that makes him look bad in your opinion. You want to say, oh, is he an all-time great? You do not have to be an all-time great to beat one. Get the fuck out of here, you clown. How do you know somebody's an all-time great if you can't tell me who the champions were in 1920? You're not qualified to tell me who an all-time great is because you don't know who the all-time greats are. That's like me telling you that I'm qualified to tell you who the greatest snooker player is when I don't even know how to fucking play the game. Fuck out of here. You guys want to talk about the greatest fighters ever. You don't know who Harry Greb is and can't name 5 fighters that Harry Greb fought. You couldn't tell me who Willie Pep is and 5 fighters that Willie Pep fought. You can't tell me 6 fighters that Sugar Ray Robinson fought. The only thing you're going to do is bring up about an argument about how boxing's different now. Dog, we've been through every argument that you fucking clowns could possibly make talking boxing on this channel for the last 7 years or 8 years straight. You don't know shit about boxing history. You don't. So you cannot tell me whether or not somebody is an all-time great or not. Shakur Stevenson had never even watched Marvelous Marvin Hagler fight. So how could he tell me who an all-time great is? You can't, because it's in the word, all time, which means you have to know all time. You don't know them. Very obviously that you don't know them to anybody that has any depth of historical knowledge in the sport of boxing, that you don't know who the history is. And even if you do know history, you know history as long as you've been watching it. If you started watching it and you watched it in depth from 2000, you know about boxing in depth from 2000 on. You can't tell me you know shit about Sugar Ray Robinson because you weren't even alive when he was fighting. You never saw him in person. You've never seen him on a videotape, really. 99% of his fights are not available to you. So how the hell are you going to tell me about who needs to be an all-time great before he's considered to do something showbiz the adult? You fucking clown. You're a fucking buffoon. You're the type of nigga that asks dumb shit fucking questions like this. You sound like an idiot. Go act like a fucking buffoon over there on DAZN, bro. Soon as I start talking to you clowns. Come on, man. I can tell from the tone of your voice what this shit comes from. You're not the LDBC dudes. You're those fucking clowns. Fuck off, bro. Fuck off. Tank, Shakur's got to fight Tank. You guys can't brush Tank off. You don't know shit about boxing history, so stop asking questions about boxing history. You don't know anything about it. You don't. You're just making believe, bro. That's all. For show business. Cut the shit out, bro. I know full well who you are. King of Hayden, go on, man.
Yeah, funny thing about that, you know, even fighters not knowing history. I remember, what was it, last year when Shakur Stevenson was saying that Ray Robinson was ass. So I'm like, wait, hold on. Ain't Ray Robinson like the guy that a lot of people put up there, and like the only one they put next to him is pretty much Ali when they're talking about who been the greatest in the sport. And,
Bro, all you gotta know is that man won somewhere over 100 fights.
It's like 170 something.
He won 170 something fights, Shakur. He fought 100, he won 171 fights against professional fighters. You can't name 171 professional fighters. You can't name them. Boxing was much more deep back then. Much more deep. You know how many professional fighters you got to have? You had to fight 171 different professional fighters, bro. That just tells you there's more professional fighters. It's much deeper. You are not like they are, bro. Boxing right now, you guys got crews of knowledge. No, these dudes are fighting in a million different ways, bro. You would have to fight dudes with a million different styles when you have that many fighters and you fight that often. And on top of it, you got to get past 178 guys without them clipping you. Not once in 178 fights you get through without them clipping and knocking you out. Bro, what's the odds of you getting? Eventually, somebody's going to touch you just off the odds. Just off the fact that you fought 200 people. You had 200 fights. You fuck around there and play around, slip up, you're out. These niggas did it over 200 times, did it over that many times without getting knocked out and winning fights, bro. Bro, Shakur got 24 fights. And you can name maybe 5 or 6 guys that he fought. And I'll say the same thing about Gervonta. I'll say the same thing. Gervonta got about 30-something fights. We can name 10, 15 of them. Come on, man. Let's not act like y'all have any historical reference points at all. You don't. And guess what? You're not going to get it while you're being a fucking troll for a promotional company. You don't have time to get it. Seriously, bro, you're going to have to read stacks and stacks and stacks and stacks of books before you're ever going to have a general sense of even how these guys fought. Because even for you to even know how these guys fought, you got to read a newspaper article to tell you how these guys fought and to describe the action because they're not even on tape. So you guys can blow smoke with that all-time shit. Oh, and you can blow smoke with that lineal shit too. I will bash you niggas in debates on this. Bash you. Go ahead and play the clown somewhere else, man. I know your limitations. I know that you're not qualified to speak on all-time greats. The only thing you're qualified to talk about is the fighting that's taken place in your lifetime. That's it. And barely that. Because trust me, I love boxing. The 80s are foggy as shit for me. I don't be remembering them dudes. Nigga, I got to go back and watch Vincent Petway and Simon Brown. Bro, I didn't get to see that fight live. Y'all don't even know who Simon Brown and Vincent Petway are. But you're going to talk about all-time greats. Nigga, you're a fucking media person. That's all you are. Keep faking like you gambling and do shit like that. You don't know who these people are. How can you tell me? For real, that's like you telling me telling you and I'm sorry, I'm going to use the same example again. Me watching darts for like 6 years and then telling you who the greatest dart player is of all time. Man, get the fuck out of here. You don't even know how to play the game. You just learning it as you go. You know what I'm saying? You basically let me tell you what you're doing. You're learning on the job, and it's very clear. Because the longer you work on the job, it's more you know. Okay? Stop that. I got a YouTube channel too, and I had to learn a lot of stuff on the job. I didn't know how the rules were and how the WBA worked and the WBC worked. I didn't know all that shit when I was watching boxing until you niggas started lying on it. And then I had to go learn it just so I could have conversations because you clowns lie so much. I was like, damn, I had to learn all the 4 rule books of the major sanctioning bodies just to keep up with you guys' lies. So you had to learn it. You guys are out here talking shit about Gervonta because you don't know how good Gervonta is. You have no clue how good he is. You don't see what he does in the ring. You don't have the eye for that shit. You know who has an eye for shit like that? Greg Hackett got an eye for shit like that. Guys like Boxing Gyms has eyes for shit like that. Real fighters really have eyes for those little idiosyncratic shit. Y'all don't. So stop asking these stupid questions and making demands of fighters that are unrealistic. For example, you calling somebody a duck because they don't take a fight right away is you being unrealistic. There's all kind of shit, and there's all kind of shit that goes into making a fight that has to cross the finish line before a deal is actually done. But y'all want to call somebody a duck as soon as Devin Haney mentions his name. You guys are a bunch of fucking frauds. Okay? So keep cracking jokes. Ha, 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 ha. You don't know shit. And it's obvious you don't know shit. Because the more you know you don't know shit. Really. The more you know about boxing, the more you know that you don't know shit. That's it. That's the truth. But you guys want to act like you guys got everything down. Gervonta's scared of this, and Gervonta's scared. Gervonta Davis is going to go to jail because he got an $800 bond. This, you know why I'm saying Gervonta? I'm mentioning Gervonta Davis's name. You need to fight Gervonta Davis because you niggas are stuck. The man had an $800 bond, bro. That's not a serious infraction. They don't think that this man is a danger, but you guys had this PR campaign that made this nigga out of boxing. Why? So you can build up Shakur after you built up Terrence. And you're going to try to hit a lick with Shakur and get it. No, he got to fight Gervonta. And let's not pretend like Gervonta Davis is not a serious fighter. Y'all don't know jack shit. Don't know jack shit. And think you slick coming over here like that, man. Don't come over here like that, bro. I know who you are. I know who you are. Don't come over here botting me, bro. For real. Go ahead, Phoenix. My bad.
All good, all good. Yeah, these people is funny. Like, shoot,
Hey,
like
I'll be back in like 5 minutes. Cool.
All right, for sure, for sure. Okay. And it's like you were saying, when it comes to boxing history, like, man, there's a lot and a lot of shit to go through. Like even just learning about all the fighters in your own lifetime is going to take you a while. And then beyond that, like, so you got people who've been in the game like what 37 years, like Max Kellerman, right? Max Kellerman been around boxing since like 1988, 1989, and this dude will still come out here and tell you that Gervonta Davis has never won a world championship. It's like, are you serious? And you can go to any sanctioning body's website. Like me personally, if I want to know something about a sanctioning body, I go to their website. I know there's a lot of people who don't like to do that because, if they go to the sanctioning body's website, they don't follow up with whatever narrative they're trying to spin. And the sanctioning body would tell you, like, when they was originated, it tells you who their champions were. You got who the current champions are, what fight they won their belt, and they got all the history of their sanctioning bodies up there. Even the WBA, how they used to be called the National Boxing Association, the NBA, up until what was it, like 1962 when they changed their name to the WBA. They got the whole story behind that. They got the whole story behind how the Super Championship was made up and how it was Lennox Lewis. They put that all on their website. They let you know how their rules work. They let you know what interim champion is, all that. Like, you can go to any sanctioning body website. You can download the current rules. You can look at the revisions of the rules from previous years, previous months, all that. But like, people don't like to go directly to the source, and that's the craziest thing about all these people that you call themselves boxing fans. And the other thing about that is like, okay, we look at football, we look at basketball. And when you see a hardcore basketball fan, hardcore football fan, they out there watching the draft. They're paying attention to the off season. They're looking at player contracts to see who might renew, who might go ahead and get traded. They wondering what the coach is going to do, whether or not the coach might be replaced. They're looking at all the stats. They're trying to see what they can do to build up their fantasy league based on those stats. They're looking at injury reports. They're looking at everything, right? So you got basketball fans and football fans doing that. But then when it comes to boxing, the people who call themselves hardcore fans don't want to do that. They say, "Oh, but why do you care about the contract? Why do you care about who signed with who? Why do you care about what weight classes people are in? Why do you care about all of that? We just want to see the fights." And it's like, well, how come as a hardcore boxing fan you wouldn't want to go through and learn all that so you have an understanding of what's most likely to happen in situations with all these fighters? That's the crazy part to me. And I think that for anyone who's interested in boxing, like shoot, if you step yourself inside an actual boxing gym, not one of them like, 9 rounds Taibo stuff that they used to be putting on them, VHS tapes back in the day, like, hey, dance with me and let's do some punches. Nah, I'm talking about like the real shit, like an actual boxing club, but they be competing for real, for real. You'll get a different understanding for the sport. Like even just getting up in there and doing 1 round. Cause we don't have people come to our gym that was pro fighters, and they was like early in their career. I'm talking about guys just like 10 fights and below, and like some of them would only come in to train during the last 3 weeks before they fight. They walk into the gym talking about, yeah, I got to fight in 3 weeks and I want to get some work in. And all they want to do is spar. They don't want to do none of the actual workouts. We do a training circuit, which would be like a 9 round session, and these dudes giving up after 90 seconds, and then just get on the heavy bag to go throw punches. Like it's really a different experience that lets you have more appreciation for what fighters is able to do in the ring. But you see a lot of boxing fans, they're not going to do that. They're going to be playing fight night, and then looking at what people are saying on YouTube and Twitter, and they're not going to look beyond that. And that's the wildest part to me, how it's so different when it comes to boxing compared to fans of other sports. Because fans of other sports, they're going to know everything. They're going to know how many points per game a dude's putting up, how many rebounds, how many minutes a game they're playing whenever it comes to basketball. And football, they're going to know the interceptions. They're going to know how many rushing yards, passing yards, and all this and that. They're going to know which people is most likely to get a safety. They're going to be paying attention to all that. But in boxing, all the people who call themselves hardcore fans, when you bring up any of that stuff, it's always that same excuse. Oh, you trying to block the fights, as if learning about that stuff is going to prevent a fight from happening. So, oh, how come you don't want to see the fight? It's like, who says we don't want to see the fight when we're looking for understanding? People is just really slow. That's all there is to it.
Yes, sir. I got a lot. You good?
Oh yeah, I'll say one more thing. Hopefully Bill can get his get back. All great fighters, once they suffer a loss, and it's questionable, they want to go ahead and run it back and see if they can avenge that loss. It was a sad and unfortunate circumstance that he had to take that whooping on behalf of his son. But that's what happens. That's what happens when you be around a lot of fugazi people, and they was probably looking at it like, man, we ain't been able to get no money since he took that net profit deal, and Devin ain't got that money back from his baby mama in that court case. So we out here working for free. This is our get back, and that's what happened. You got to pay your employees to keep them happy, and if the employees ain't happy, well, you get what you pay for. And what happened to Bill in this situation was he happened to catch them feet. So it is what it is. It is what it is. Hopefully he can learn from that. Hopefully Sean, or was it Sean Haney that did that? Whatever the little kid name is. Or wait, hold on. Was he the same one who had the dream about Ryan Garcia?
Who was that?
The Devin's brother that started that fight. Was he the one that had the dream?
Yeah, he did.
Man, so he had that dream about Ryan Garcia, but couldn't foresee his daddy getting whooped. He couldn't tell Bill to get up out of there. Man, that's some fugazi ass psychic work. Or whoever it was he said was talking to him. I think he lied. How you know about Ryan, but you can't protect your own daddy? So him and Devin both failed. He couldn't use his psychic premonitions to predict that Bill was going to be in danger, and then Devin ran towards the danger, saw what was happening, and left his daddy on the floor. I don't like how that family worked. They snake each other. Shit horrible. But I'll go ahead and leave you with that.
All right, bro. Thank you so much, man. Good to speak with you, King of Hayden, Big Phoenix here
For
this
sure.
afternoon. All
For
right,
sure.
brother. Yes, sir.
Peace.
Peace. Man, let me tell you something. I got off that topic for a while about Bill Haney and Devin Haney, but I have to tell you, dog, wow. Bill Haney really, those guys in that camp really fucked over Devin Haney, bro. They really screwed over Devin Haney bad. Just terribly, terribly, terribly bad. Like, it was chickens coming home. Oh, I'm sorry, Marcus Bridges. Thank you, sir. The Timu Psychic. Yes, sir. Marcus Bridges said, the personal note. Yes, sir. He said, if me and my homie had the opportunity to make a bag together and throw hands for 12 rounds, it's a no-brainer in my opinion. Yes, sir. Oh, for sure. But they don't want to lose. But they don't want to lose. Shakur doesn't want to fight because they know each other. They know each other. Why do they wait so long to arrest him if he was on the run? Indictments and shit take time. Look, he was never on the run. You can stop that shit. He was never on the run. Gervonta Davis was never on the run. You know why he wasn't on the run? Because he never went anywhere. In order to be on the run, you have to run. All right? I'm serious. A bond of $8,000. The bond was listed on the paperwork originally as $16,000. The bond got cut in half. They made an argument that the bond of $16,000 was too much, and they cut the bond down because they have evidence, according to them, that the girl lied to the police. That's why the bond is so low. The bond is probably low because what they said, the girl is on record lying to the police. If you lied to the police, dude, if you get caught lying, then everything that you can't take her word on anything. If she got caught lying. Elato, thank you, man, for the $1.99 super chat, brother. Thank you so much, bro. We love red super chats. They usually over 100, but that's huge. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. And El Adio 440. Thank you, brother. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, seriously, man. The bond was at $16,000. It got reduced to $8,500, and he had to pay less than $800 to get out. The lawyer said that the girl lied to the police. That is an attorney claiming that the accuser lied to the police is serious. So they know that there's some particular lies she told because they're saying you lied to the police. Gervonta Davis's team told them, no, she's lying. You guys, everything that you said about Gervonta about this girl, all hedged on her telling the truth. You're supposed to believe her. No matter what, you fucking bots. You're supposed to believe her because she said it. You guys wanted everybody to act on it because it was said. You guys are so over the top with your media campaigns that they're very, 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 very obvious to see. Anyway, yeah, now y'all are wild ass boys over there with that bullshit. A bunch of gambling addicts. Now let me talk to y'all about being gambling addicts. Hey, man. I like to drink a little bit. I do. And I ain't gonna lie, bro, I like to drink. I'm not an alcoholic, but I like to drink. I mean that. If I don't want to drink for a year, I just won't drink. If I don't want to. But if I like to sip, I like to sip. You know what I mean? I'm telling y'all that y'all like to gamble. Okay? You got to wonder whether or not you like to gamble or whether you're addicted to gambling. I think some of y'all are addicted to gambling. I really, really do. And I think you're addicted to gambling because you fixing fights and you guys are fixers and you think you can win by continuing to double down. All of that stuff y'all do. Okay. He said, like I said before, the tank hate train in full motion again. Yeah, because they want to know. Shakur's not a big star just because he beat Teofimo Lopez. Because Teofimo Lopez wasn't a big star. And Shakur Stevenson, and I like Shakur Stevenson a lot as a fighter. I'm not hating on Shakur. Big supporter of Shakur. Go Shakur. Attorneys for Gervonta Davis allege that his accuser lied to the police regarding domestic violence allegations that led to his arrest in Miami Gardens, Florida. Yep. He said, alleged that his accuser lied to the police regarding domestic violence allegations. Lied to him. And if she lied to the police, he did this to me before. He did that to me. When did he do it? When did he do these things? Do you have a time and date for when he did these things? Oh, he did it. I remember it was he wasn't in town. Our records have him over in this place. No. That never happened. And you gave that shit to the police as a justification for them to put out an arrest warrant because you said he's done it in the past. Nah, Zufta is an American promoter. Zufta Plann is BS. I'm with American promoters, period. Zufta is an American promoter. Dana White is an American-born citizen, I do believe. Anyway, though, seeing as he got such a low bond and people don't believe, does anybody remember when Rolly Romero had sexual assault allegations put on him to break up a Gervonta Davis fight? Can you put a 1 in the chat? Can you put a 1 in the chat? If you remember that Rolly Romero was accused of the same thing before Gervonta Davis was trying to fight Rolly Romero and it shut down the Rolly Romero fight. Does anybody remember that? Yeah, this is not the first time that that's happened in a Gervonta Davis fight where somebody was accused of something heinous. It was Rolly Romero before the Pitbull fight. That's why he had to fight Pitbull, because somebody made a false allegation on Rolly Romero. Yeah. And so you don't think it could happen to Tank too? My question is, who are these people that are always getting people to face these accusations? That's why I don't trust y'all. Because you guys are scumbags, bro. You guys ain't getting paid because you're good at boxing. You guys are getting paid as a part of this personality assault on Gervonta Davis. That's what you're part of that. And shame on you guys for it. And I mean that. To the bottom of my heart, I mean that. Shame on y'all for being part of it. Who said it's a money grab? What the fuck you know? That's earns to. What the fuck are you talking about, bro? It's a money grab. What do you mean it's earned? What do you mean it's earned, stupid? Here's a link for you to say that to me. There you go. I'm going to go back to old school. Come on. What is a money grab? It looks like a money grab. It definitely wasn't earned. You don't earn it. That's not something you work for. Anyway, I'm quite sure you're just yapping. Still think Jake Paul was behind the allegation? Hey, man, let me tell you something, bro. Do certain powers that be want certain people not to make any money? Let me tell you what I think it is. I think that there are certain people behind the scenes that don't want other people behind the scenes making certain money. They want their people to make all the money. So they lie, they scheme, and they steal. They slander, they liable, they defame. They defame, both libel and slander, in order to get what they want. You see what Bill Haney is willing to do. Bill Haney is willing. You see Bill Haney and the thugs, what they're willing to do. He just runs around with a bunch of thugs. He got internet thugs. He's got real life thugs. Just thuggery. Just thuggery. Shame on y'all for being part of this scam. And I mean that shit to the bottom of my heart. That's what's causing all this shit. I don't think it's about Tank. You are definitely old ass was not Hey, Blue Blood, you were not born in 1982, you lying nigga. You are older than that. Stop lying. Nigga said 1982. Man, you were not born in 1982, nigga. Stop lying. You are not born in 1980, Blue Blood. Stop that lie. You are not 45. You are not 45 years old, nigga. You older than that, bro. That's 72. Dev pushed his baby mama, and the whole side is quiet. Came, of course. Man, them dudes listen to me every day, bro. All these dudes are in here, bro. Look, they're all in here. You're all in here. I can talk to you straight to your face because I know you're in here. Dude, I carry big weight, bro. I carry very, very big weight, dog. So I know you're listening. Every one of you dudes that have to listen are listening, without a doubt. You're not missing it, bro. That's why you guys can chronicle anything that I say at any point in time, no matter how long ago the video was done. Because you guys sit and listen to every single solitary one. And you know it because you have to do it. That's why you have to come here and say this stupid shit, bro. Because you niggas got no real clout in the real world. You guys have no clout in the real world. You can't make anything happen in the real world. You're not a fixer, nigga. I'll fix something. Trust me. Your fixers ain't got nothing on me. I'm going to fix it so your ass is in jail for what the fuck you do. Okay? Fix that. Fixers, get out of that. You guys, I absolutely 100% believe you guys are causing trouble in people's lives. I just remembered that's somebody else that got out. Let me tell you, everybody that's been around you dudes had some shit put on them. Dog, every one of the people that you guys fuck with or used to fuck with had some shit put on them. Everybody's either gotten in car accidents, they either got put in car accidents, they got legal problems, they got girl problems. Bro, you guys are doing this shit. You guys are scheming this shit out, man. Causing pressure in people's lives, man. Fuck out of here. You guys are doing it. Yes, you are. That's what you guys are. That's what you do. That's how you guys make a living. That's how you fix fights. That's how you can walk up on a boxer and be like, hey, man, you going to throw this fight? I'll give you $10,000 to fix this fight. You're giving them an offer they can't refuse, because if they don't go along with what you want to do, you're going to fucking go out of your way to ruin their life. That's what you guys do. You guys try to physically threaten people. If you can't physically threaten them, you try to surround them and make bullshit go off in their life so that you can prevent fights from being made. You can get your fighters signed. They do what you want them to do. If they do something you didn't want them to do, you'll punish them. Bro, look at the lives of these fighters when these guys walk away from these dudes. They wind up penniless. Why do you think fighters wind up penniless? They wind up penniless because of the people, the crooks around them who are doing these things, blocking fights. They're trying to get money out of you. Floyd, I mean, do you know how much money it cost? In real money, it cost Deontay Wilder to have $400,000 stolen from him, from his wife. And he might not have been the only person stealing from the guy. You guys want a life where you guys can steal from these fighters, bro. They have to listen. Of course they're listening. Of course they're listening. How do you think they respond to the things that I said? But here's the thing. Like I said, you guys have no power outside the ring. You guys be talking about behind the scenes. You have no power behind the scenes anymore. Zufta, do you see how many PBC fighters are with Zufta? Do you see how many? Do you agree? Do I agree with what, Marcus? As humans, we lost morals and care for others. That's why, let me see something. Hold on. As humans, we lost morals and care for others. That's why the way the world is the way it is. It's sad, but it is what it is, unfortunately. Let me tell you something, man. I think I don't think there is an all. I think that there are just some scumbags out there that cause problems for good people. And to the extent that a liberal is somebody that believes people have good nature, I believe people have a good nature, but scumbags can plead. Let me tell you something. Let me say this. I think that there are a lot of very, very good people, and that people are good people at heart, and that people do not like to steal. People do not like to do things to bad people. Do not like to do bad things to people, most people. But there's an infectious, and let me say this, there is an infectious group of people. They are infectious because they try to convince you that the world is dog eat dog, and they show you dog eat dog behavior because they gaslight you and surround you with a lot of dumb shit. So you see that these people are very successful doing it, right? And since you see people being successful doing these very disreputable things, there's a certain group of people that are on the fence that say, okay, that's just the way the world is. It's dog eat dog. I got to get mine. Fuck you. You know what I mean? And those people over time wind up taking advantage of people who are innocent and good-hearted. Because if there weren't more people that were good-hearted and believed in their bullshit wouldn't work. The most of these people that are falling for the horse shit that they're selling are really well-meaning people who are being misled by people that have tactics that are meant to mislead them. Like, let me tell you, for example, on Twitter, and I know you're listening. Ain't nobody tell you. You better emergency call them niggas now and tell them I'm talking about them. You guys are two specific Twitter guys are all buddy with each other, talking to each other in their comment section so that they can get views. And then they'll have one boxer try to blow up one Twitter page for a journalist that gives them good reports. And then they get with another kind of street level. Man, I see all the shit that you niggas are doing, bro. And all you niggas is going to wind up in a lot of trouble. and you niggas are going to wind up in a lot of trouble, dog. Dude, the gig is up. Stop this cornball shit where you think that you're gonna affect stuff in boxing with the way that you guys are handling shit. Say, pushing the price of Ussy and treadmills, market high, sky market high. Hey, look, bro. Let me tell you, man. I love y'all to support this channel. I really, really do, bro. I really do. Bill made Devin unlikable. Devin is just a jackass. Devin is just a jackass. Tell him why you mad. I already told you why I'm mad. You guys are liars. Tell them why you mad. That's why I'm mad. I'm mad because you guys are liars. That's why I'm mad. You guys are a bunch of fucking liars. You set up Gary Russell Jr. to make him look bad. You set up Gary Russell Jr. to make him look like a duck and make Devin Haney look like a hero. And you badmouthed the man. You lied on the man. You had no intention on making a fight. You just wanted to run the man's name in the mud. The people around Devin Haney tried to run Gervonta Davis's name in the mud. They tried to run Shakur Stevenson's name in the mud. That they called Shakur Stevenson a piece of shit and ducked Shakur Stevenson. At least Teofimo Lopez fought Shakur Stevenson. Devin Haney ducked. That's why I don't like y'all. I'm being very forthright about why I don't like y'all. You got anything else to say, you little midgets? Like, I'm telling you literally why I don't like y'all. I'm being very forthright about it. I'm not like y'all. I don't go to live streams under an alias and talk to y'all. You guys are a bunch of fucking cowards. You guys never come to my channel with your real name. Never. But you're all here. Let's call it like it is, Terrence Crawford. Let's call it like it is. Let's call it like it is, Bill. Let's call it like it is. Y'all listen, because you always got something to say one way or the other, but y'all never show what your name. You never show your face. What you scared of? What you scared of? Y'all some frauds, bro. You are, and your media people are fucking frauds. We love Gary and Tank. So you want to know what I'm mad at? I'm mad at that. You guys try to manipulate the black fan base. And you guys are not even, most of y'all clowns ain't even real. Man, you know what it is. You know what it is. We got a very great fighter named Gervonta Davis in a fight that needs to be made with Shakur. You guys are lost, though. Keep thinking Ring Magazine, that the ring events are, dog, they ain't paying y'all that amount of money. Anyway, we know y'all ain't getting that money like that. Remember when Boss fought to apply pressure? Now they're on social media. Fought to apply. Oh, yeah, exactly. Y'all know what y'all on. Y'all are on this media campaign. And I'm going to blow a hole through your entire media campaign. You guys literally go around to fighters and tell fighters to make sure not to me. Show you. Oh, let me watch this. Hope this is not. Yeah, how can I help you, sir? I'm going to let you on. Why are you jumping off, bro? Why are you jumping off? Anyway, you guys are cowards. You guys literally tell people not to mention me by name. Trying to act like I don't exist while I'm the 800-pound gorilla sitting right in the ring, sitting right in the middle of your face. Anyway, Tio admitted he's been a punching bag. I mean, no, Teofimo Lopez is just not a. He's Teofimo Lopez, just can't beat Shakur. Shakur is another level fighter from Teofimo Lopez. I'm not going to try to minimize and deflect from that man's victory. Shakur Stevenson is everything Shakur Stevenson says he is in the ring. He can have complete faith in his ability and that nobody can beat him. Because mathematically, Tank already did, but Shakur said it's not enough money. I don't know if he did it. Man, much love in the Cash App, bro. Man, thank you, Mr. Thank you, Willie Wright. Said I can't send super chats unblocked. Much love in the $5 holler. You got to jump on Willie Randolph, Will Wright, who got blocked. You got to click this link and give me your YouTube channel, and then I can unblock you. But I can't unblock you other than that because I got too many people on my block list. I really do. I got a lot of people on my block list. You know what I mean? And sometimes people get blocked because it's hard for me to differentiate whether or not you are really being a real contributor to the conversation. Oh, man, you sent a PayPal? Damn, I ain't had a PayPal in forever, bro. Thank you, man. Send a PayPal, man. Let me see this PayPal. Thank you, brother. Thank you, man. I got to wait for it to come through. I did get another super chat, though. Thank you, man. Thank y'all for the support, for real. Oh, yeah. Hey, Burr Weezy in the chat, man. Thank you, brother. Thank you, Burr Weezy, for the $10 holler. That's huge. Yeah, seriously, man. I got 3 minutes. I'm going to talk my shit for a second. Thank you, HUD. I appreciate that when it comes through. Much love, brother. Hey, look, man, let me pee for real, bro. How many managers? Yeah, I don't know, like 3 or 4. You say you my hero. Nah, seriously, I want to let y'all know something for real. Don't let these petty bullies, don't let these people trick you. Gervonta Davis and Shakur Stevenson are going to fight. Only thing Shakur Stevenson is doing, in my personal opinion, is posturing for how much money is he going to get paid. And as long as you guys stop trying to get in the way of the PBC fighters, you stop trying to do the shit that you doing to Gervonta, bro, that fight can be made, bro. Gervonta's not getting any jail time. Gervonta more than likely is not going to get any jail time for that shit. So if he doesn't get jail time, he gets to work. There ain't no reason for Gervonta not to be able to. What up, Arena? How you doing? Good morning, Arena. There's no reason for him not to fight. Hey, facts. Tank did send a contract to Shakur, wanted a 3-fight deal with the PBC. They said no deal. Tank fights, and that's that. Yeah, that's an intelligent comment. That's an intelligent comment. Anyway, we're a schoolyard bully shit, for sure. Schoolyard bully shit, bro. Man, I had a good time talking to y'all today, man. I had a blast talking to y'all today, man. Thank y'all for supporting. Shakur talk based in conflicting reports. It's unclear if formal or final contract was sent, but Gervonta's team, including Kenny Ellison, promoter, and Leonard Ellerby, yep. No jail time. Exactly. No jail time for Tank. Back in the gym doing time. Exactly. So y'all can stop acting like you don't have to talk about him because he's going away forever. Gervonta's going to need some money, man. Get it right. You know what I'm saying? Saying. Gervonta should take a random fight and let him know he ain't going. Yeah, pretty much, really random. For now, these YouTube dudes are in these goofy boxers' heads, telling them what they deserve versus what they actually can negotiate. Hey, man, probably, you know what it is. Hey, man, thank y'all for supporting me today. Really, in the Cash App and the Super Chats. Thank y'all so much for talking with me, chopping it up with me. It is what it is with all y'all. Shout out to any YouTube boxing channel that may have been ghost watching me that I'll talk shit about. I still respect you, bro. But I know you're listening, nigga. You need good ideas, bro. Pay to put it in the Super Chat, homie. Put it in the Super Chat. Also, watch that gambling problem, bro. You know, we all got things that we do too much, bro. Y'all hanging out there too hard on that gambling. Deuces.